All right, everybody, Greg Poole here, Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We are here at the 2021 third leg of the IBO Triple Crown, joined by PSE Pro staffer and esteemed colleague Jack Wallace, who is obviously more irritated about hanging out with me right now than he would be over there getting his bow ready, but we appreciate you coming over here, bud.
Yeah, things happen. You know, 2 targets to go, shot a 5, missed a shoot down around by 1 point, so I'm happy to be here with you, watching these pro hunter class guys get after it, and they have begun shooting.
They have, and so we got Matt Bresler at a 397 with 13, Timothy McWilliams at a 397 with 11, John Sailing at a 396 with 10, Justin Ertl at a 395 with 15, and Jonathan Smith at a 394 with 17. So these guys aren't very far apart.
No, actually, this is the tightest race we've had this year in the pro hunter class. Looking out already, folks, we have had
Yeah, it looks like someone shot the wrong target.
Scored as a 0. There's going to be a lot of changing already.
Yes, absolutely. Matt Bresler with a 10. So it looks like, if I had to guess, John Sailing might have shot the wrong target. And he had a real good run with that prime at the first event. Timothy 8 for Timothy McWilliams. So now they're going to need to determine whose arrows are what. Oh, it was Justin Ertl.
Justin Ertl shot the wrong target.
Yep.
He has misread a wolf.
He's
it was the first official target.
correct. No, the wolf is just leaning up against the pole for the banner as stability. So,
Correct.
so it's not even staked into the ground. So, all right. So they are going to. So the wolf, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I actually mentioned that to Ryan when we got started. I literally walked out there and I said, okay, so the wolf's target 1, and he said, oh, no, that's just there to by the banners.
To be honest, I'm quite surprised.
All right, everybody, Greg Poole here, Bowjunky Media. We're back for arrow number 2 in the Pro Hunter. All right, Jack, continue your story about you and Dan.
No, I was just very surprising to me because normally they let all the shooters know which target is 1 through 5. They know exactly which one is 1 through 5, but there was a deceiving animal sitting over there where it was in view of one of the shooters. He had a good claim to think that was part of the official mix, so
Sure.
The IBO president did let him refire his arrow.
What happened with you and Dan back in the day?
It was not allowed. Dan did not get to reshoot that arrow. He was given a 0 back then. And there was, of course, 5 of us in the shoot-down round. I'm very surprised it went this way because now, I mean, technically Justin's already shot an arrow at this javelina. So
Right. So he knows the yardage.
it's quite an interesting situation that has just arrived.
And I didn't even think about that. Of course, I'm not a 3D guy, but that makes total sense. So now Justin Ertl is going to have a huge advantage when he comes back around to that heavy.
One would think.
All right, here we go. So we are going.
This is Justin Ertl on the turkey
Jace.
right now. Justin's on the turkey, and it's
All right,
an
Justin
8,
Ertl has an 8 on the
ran
turkey.
wide.
Now we're on to the deer. And John Sailing has a 10. All right, here we go. And I'll tell you what, these pro hunter guys, they shoot pretty well.
They've got great equipment, excellent equipment. They just have certain limitations on their stabilizers,
Yep.
you know.
McWilliams with an 11. Now, just to remind folks, if you shoot an inside-out 11 here, it counts as a 12.
Matt Bresler has an 8.
An 8 for Matt Bresler. And, of course, the record for inside-out 11s for 12s would be Mrs.
We just had a switch for
John Smith has a 10.
John
we just had a
Smith
switch
has
for
10.
first place
There we go.
by
All
Timothy
right.
McWilliams busting that 11 and Matt shooting the 8. We have a flip-flop for first now. Super tight run for second and third.
No. question. All right, I'm going to pull this up, and we are going to see.
Okay, line is clear. Time starts now.
All right, here we go, folks. This is arrow number 3 in the Pro Hunter. We have had a change on the leaderboard. There was a little mix-up early on, so I am going to be very, very curious to see what happens with Justin Ertl when he gets back to this javelina. He mistakenly shot the wrong target. However, there was I guess that would be considered a displayed target.
It was. The target did appear to be set, and it was near the banner, so I can see why the IBO president made a ruling on that particular set.
Yeah. So here we go. We look at Timothy McWilliams with that bonus ring. Jumps ahead of Matt Bresler. Once again, after these 5 targets, if we're still tied, they will of course go to a 1-arrow shoot-off closest to center.
Okay, we're going back to the Razorback.
Justin with a 10. He's going to need to hit a couple bonus rings if he wants to get up into that mix, though.
That's true. Give himself a chance at the podium spot.
There we go. Jonathan
There's
Smith
our
with
first
an
12.
inside out 11 for a 12. That's what you need to make moves right there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you see a lot of these guys in the
Matt
Pro
Bresler
Hunter
with an
class
8.
are shooting some smaller diameter arrows, so that does help them.
Yes, for sure. And I mean, there's a little bit of wind out here. Is this enough wind that would make you want to not shoot a big arrow? Tim McWilliams with a 10.
I don't know. Probably not quite enough out here. Yeah, I might still roll the big ones. I'd gamble on trying to hit the 11s.
Right. On the turkey,
John
John
Sailing has
Sailing with an 8.
Okay, let's rotate.
All right, here we go. They're going to rotate over.
Now, I
so-
did miss McWilliams. Did he catch 8 or 10? I thought he 10'd that feeding doe. I do believe he did. It's just like we do out on the course. It's different from some other organizations. Every single archer out here, when we're on the actual range competing, you have 2 minutes. Now, if you can get done in a minute, that's fine. You can move on. But if you want to take a minute, 30 seconds to judge and shoot your arrow in the last 30, you are welcome to do that.
Justin Ertl just shot a super high arrow on that
That
axis.
one's going to hurt because that one's outside the core. That's going to end up being a 5. I'm thinking on the fallow.
Yeah, that hurts. And so that's interesting, given that he had already shot an arrow on the heavy, that he would misjudge. the
Archery
one.
happens, for sure.
Well, that's 100%. I don't know
For
if he had a
sure.
preemie. I don't know exactly what happened, but absolutely, these guys are, and this is one of the cool things. I think that this class should be huge. It should be a way bigger class than it is.
One would
but-
think, yeah.
All right, everybody, I'm here with PSC staffer Jack Wallace. We are preparing for the 4th scoring arrow here in the Pro Bow Hunter.
Tim McWilliams has a 10.
Tim McWilliams with a 10 on the turkey. This arrow looks a little low on this feeding deer, Jack.
It does.
Ooh,
Oh, wow. That's a
catches
good
10.
catch. That's a good catch.
Absolutely. So here on this javelina,
Javelina's got a chance. It's got a chance of catching ring at about 4 o'clock. I think he might get the
going
11.
through him, and he did an 11 on the javelina.
Jonathan Smith did get his 11.
So this one here for Justin Ertl is going to hurt, though. Let's see what
Yeah,
they got.
I'm thinking,
And a
yeah,
5.
yeah. It looked tall.
Yep, 5 for Justin Ertl.
That's going to make it really tough for him to hit podium now with only 1 arrow to go. But it's pretty tight for those first 3.
So Jonathan Smith has definitely climbed his way back in.
Okay, at this point, with just 1 arrow to go, we got Jonathan Smith leading. He came in 5th last with a 437. He's now leading it. Second place, Timothy McWilliams with a 436. And a 2-way tie for 3rd with Matt Bresler and John Sailing. Justin Ertl sitting in 5th.
Go. We have Jonathan Smith.
Yeah, he. I mean, normally coming from 5th to 1st is a huge jump, but here he only came in 3 points off.
Right, he came in and he ran a 10, a 10, a 12, and an 11. He did what he needed to do to give himself the opportunity to win. So he's coming in the final arrow. So
All right, here we go.
this is
Earl,
it.
First up to full draw on the heavy, which
It appears low to me,
Very, very
naked-eyed from here. I'm guessing an 8, but from our angle, it's not
Right.
definite. Matt Bressler's coming to full draw on what is traditionally one of the toughest targets, the turkey.
right. One of the things that the IBO did on this is obviously the animals are not in line for yardage, but neither are the stakes.
No.
So that's an interesting way to. All right, here we go. All right, everyone, be sure to like and share this live feed so everybody can tune in.
McWilliams has an 8.
McWilliams with an 8 on the board. Everyone like and share this live feed so everybody can tune in. This is the final. Ooh,
John Sailing has a 12.
John Sailing
Amazing
with a
shot.
12.
Amazing shot.
That was John's Sailing with the 12. Justin Ertl with an 8. Justin Ertl catches an 8 on the heavy. All right, here we go. On the feeding deer.
Jonathan Smith has a 10.
Jonathan Smith has a 10. And I'm not sure that Bresler can catch him.
Matt Bressler has a 10.
Folks, I think that's it. If my math's right, it looks like Jonathan Smith just won this with a 447 coming from 5th all the way back to 1st.
Absolutely.
Followed by John Sailing for the 412.
Come on out. All right, I'm here with your pro bow hunter winner, Jonathan Smith. Now, you had to have a shoot off to get into the shoot off, and you stroked it. So talk a little.
It's a long story for this weekend. I stayed up 30 plus hours working a night shift. Came in yesterday and had a terrible day. Just shot bad, tired, got really fatigued. And so let it be a lesson to anybody that plays this game that you're never out. You're not out until you're out.
No, absolutely.
Came back today, shot 6 up, made the shoot off for the shoot off. And I don't know how I beat Chris Dake out on that. That was a shoot off of all shoot offs. But listen, appreciate what the IBO does for everybody. I appreciate what you guys do for everybody. Spread some light on it and make it grow.
All right, man, congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, there you go.